All right, everybody. We are back. We are back for the second series tonight. We will be seeing SWOSU Gray versus UVU Green here starting pretty soon. SWOSU Gray have been off to a pretty roaring start to their season here in NECC. Excited to see them continue it. I cursed the 3-0 last game. I said SWOSU Blue were going to win 3-0. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But I have faith in Gray. I have faith in everybody. All the SWOSU teams. So we are loading in. And this is actually a really cool map. I'm a big fan of this one. I don't see a crowd. Maybe they're hiding in the bushes. Not too sure. But SWOSU are going to be on the orange side once again. And we are off just straight into it. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Man, I really like this arena. It's probably my favorite one so far. It's very, very easy to see. It's very visible. Scooby-Doo's going to go ahead and take out Quick, and Applebee's Bandit with the block. Elysium tried getting that goal. It's a very cool name, but not a goal for him. Elysium looking for the setup. Applebee's Bandit just going to have to play some defense here as they do not finish what they started. Hayes and Scooby-Doo. Scooby-O, my bad. Scooby-O fighting over the ball. Quick does get the ball. Looks like he wants to take it in. Does get blocked by Scooby. But Hayes will block it back. The more I watch this game, the more I like it. Very fun to watch. Extremely stress. Something about stress. Anyway. SWOSU looking to get a little setup here. Quick going for the tap. Does not manage to get it. Now SWOSU are going to have to be on the defensive end here, but Hayes says no. He wants to score a goal, and Quick also says no, but Scooby says yes. They're arguing in actions. As Elysium looks to tip it in, but does not manage to find the angle. Hayes sending it back all the way over here to the UVU side. And bang! Right off the start, Quick with the little score. A minute and a half in here. The setup from Applebee's Bandit and the slight little tap of the tire nets him the first point for the series and for the match. 3:30 on the clock. This is a good start for SWOSU. Scooby's having none of that, decides to just take out Quick. The man of the minute, the man of the hour. Hayes is going to have to defend that, and he does just that. A nice little block trying to set up Quick, maybe. Hayes takes out Shadow Monarch. Shout out solo leveling. I need to finish watching it. I watched the first series, and I read the entire manhwa, whichever one. As Applebee's Bandit with the last second save. SWOSU playing extremely good defense here. Looking great. Every time I say that, I curse it, but this time Quick will save me from the curse. And he looks like he wants to just get a setup here for Applebee's Bandit. Does not find the finish. UVU trying to make something happen here. 2.5 minutes on the clock. Applebee's Bandit being that rock-solid defensive portion of the team. Ball getting dangerously close to the SWOSU goal here, but Hayes and Applebee's Bandit have something to say against that. Quick also does. The ball in dangerous territory, but Hayes sends it flying over to the other side of the arena. Hayes with the setup, Quick with the finish. Was quick, but not quick enough, unfortunately. Applebee's Bandit might be, but Scooby decides to block it. Now SWOSU on the defensive end. Elysium gets taken out by Applebee's Bandit. Hayes looks to set up his teammates, but can't find the setup. Applebee's Bandit gets taken out by Scooby, and Hayes with the defense. SWOSU Gray are looking on top of this first game here. Great defense, great offense. Almost another setup. Hayes takes one out. Just over a minute on the clock here now. This first match has gone by fast. SWOSU gonna have to play some defense here. Applebee's Bandit with the defense. Does just that. Actually skates the ball past UVU here. There's another here. Add it to the counter. Quick gonna have to make some moves here to get the ball away from them. Manages to float it over. Hayes now looking for the score. And it gets blocked by Shadow Monarch at the last second. Pretty good defense coming out of both teams here. Scooby looks to set his teammates up, but they cannot find it, actually. Elysium goes a little bit wide. Now Hayes and Scooby racing for this ball. And the setup from Applebee's Bandit as he scores another point for SWOSU. Gray coming out of the gate swinging. 25 seconds on the clock. SWOSU up 2-0 in this first game. Hayes gets taken out by Scooby. Gonna have to play some defense. Quick's just taking the ball by himself. He takes the enemy Elysium out, but cannot find the score. But SWOSU are still up 2-0. UVU's gonna have to make a miracle. And Applebee's Bandit potentially with the finish, and that's gonna be the first match going to SWOSU Gray with a clean 2-0. What a great start. And as it says, Guardian Angel 2 epic saves out of Applebee's Bandit here. He was the defensive player. The absolute just bulwark. This barrier. SWOSU off to a great start. They're even courteous. They ask if we're ready. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty even spread here for the team. Applebee's and Quick picking up their own goals. Hayes didn't find a goal, but did get an assist and a save. Everyone's looking good. And we're all on the same ping. As uniform as a team can get. As I say that, of course it spikes, but that's fine. That's A-okay. Was that guy's title Granny Shifter? It's kind of hard. So we head into game 2 here. There's another one. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get it. Hayes is going to have to do his best, and looks like he just barely missed his. Elysium's going to go ahead and get a score for UVU here. 12 seconds, 1-0. Still 4:48 on the clock. Not a worry in sight. We go again. Trying to see if they can get something to work here. And Scooby, I think, accidentally tipped that in, but Applebee's Bandit's going to go ahead and get the score. Let's watch this back. He did the tip, but Scooby accidentally hit it in. That's going to be a score for SWOSU, tying up the score, 1-1. Just over 4.5 minutes on the clock. Not a whole lot of clock time down. But the teams are scoring. Quick's looking to do it by himself. Manages to go a little bit wide. Applebee's Bandit with the setup. Hayes with the follow-through. He's going to need more than that, and there it is! Quick with the score, as his name would suggest. Threads the needle and finds the finish. Straight over Elysium, and that's going to be another score for SWOSU here, taking the lead 2-1. It's not even been a minute yet. 3 goals in 40 seconds? This is the kind of game I'm excited for. Quick's kind of going for it again here. He may find it. Oh, wow, what a block out of Scooby. Hayes had a really good idea there. Right idea, wrong position, though. Quick just going to get the ball out of UVU's hands. Floating it up a little bit. Scooby does miss it, but there's not the follow-through. As I say that, Applebee's Bandit almost hits it in. Quick stops that momentum before it even begins. Hayes is going to have to play defense, and he does. Sending it straight over to Quick here. Let's see if he can set something up. Him and Hayes both. Dynamic duo of a century. And as I say that, Applebee's Bandit almost knocks it in. Everyone on SWOSU Gray looking so lethal tonight. They're all in their A game. And Quick just finds it. Another one from Quick here. Wow. 74 miles an hour. That's the highest tonight, I believe, or the highest I've been paying attention to. And SWOSU take the lead 3-1. Very active match of Rocket League here. Wow, another score from Applebee's Bandit. Just the little tap from the back tire there. Look at this. Bonk. Had the defenders in shambles. The SWOSU are going to take an even more extended lead, 4-1, just 2 minutes down. SWOSU Gray looking in full control, domination across the board. Applebee's Bandit might have gotten dominated. I'm not going to lie. But Quick will be there for the defense. Elysium with the setup, but does miss it. The ball goes wide a little bit. Quick's going to have to play some defense, and he does just that. This man has been on fire tonight. And the whole team pretty much has. Just trying to reject this ball, get it off their side of the field. Inevitably gets sent back. UVU just can't really get any setup going. Well, everybody missed that one. It gets so close to scoring. SWOSU's defense not quite there, but their offense also equally not quite there. A couple of missed shots, and Applebee's Bandit will just send it flying the other way, giving SWOSU a moment's respite, a moment to take a breath. But no one can take a breath when Applebee's Bandit is stealing everybody's air. He's so dynamic. Look at this man. Another score for SWOSU, just finds the gap. Elysium couldn't be there, and that's going to be a 5-1 lead here in the second game. SWOSU just dominating. That would have been a really bad start. That would have been a really bad start. And it's not a great start, but Shadow Monarch will score. Bringing them to 2 now, but SWOSU still have 5. Looking to maintain this lead as we just have over 1.5 minutes left on the clock. You guys do not play around. Shadow Monarch's going to score again, lessening the lead to just 2, but 2 nevertheless. Applebee's Bandit just a hair too late. 1:25 on the clock to the difference. So also going to have to play some defense here. This is a dangerous place to be. Hayes trying to knock it away. Does not find the knock, and Applebee's Bandit's going to have to do it, and there he goes. A lease on life for the SWOSU defense here. Hayes trying to get a little tricky, back it up a little bit maybe. Quick just sending it over. Looking for the setup here for the third, and Applebee's Bandit barely gets blocked by Scooby. Great offensive end on the SWOSU side, but even better defense out of UVU. Quick takes down Elysium, lessening the defensive hold of UVU. Quick and Hayes going to have to set this up, going to have to defend. Dangerous territory here, but Quick is managing to kind of get it away, and Hayes with the block. 30 seconds now, UVU in dire straits. Trying their best to score, but they just can't score for some reason. And that reason being the SWOSU defense. A masterclass. Quick with the fake out, rather. To score his own, I almost said bucket. This is not basketball. So they just want to let the ball touch the ground. That's going to be SWOSU Gray taking the second game in the series. 2-0. Everybody just doing so well. Applebee's Bandit and Quick with the goals. And Hayes, the reliable defense, those 2 saves. If it hadn't been for those 2 saves, we might have a tied game on our hands. But he's there, and he's prepared. SWOSU Gray coming out swinging in this series. Looking very, very dominant. Some signs of life out of UVU through Shadow Monarch, but not quite enough. About to head into game 3 here in a second. An actual second now. Deadeye Canyon. That's the one. We are starting off in game number 3 here. 5 minutes on the clock. Let us begin. Shall we? Applebee's Bandit with the ball. Looking to score by himself, but does get denied. And Hayes going to have to deny that. Now SWOSU going to have to play some defense here. Kind of perilous, but Hayes just gets the ball out. He just wiggles it out. Applebee's Bandit had enough of Scooby. The ball kind of up in the air, figuratively and literally. SWOSU on the defensive end. No one can touch the ball. No one has the boost for it. Applebee's Bandit sends it over. Actually looks to continue with it. Quick trying to get a little tap onto that as Hayes takes out Scooby-O. And Applebee's Bandit with the score again. This is the guy. This guy is on fire. They call him Applebee's Bandit because he's always cooking. And it's never burnt. Look at him go. SWOSU take the lead. 1-0 in about a minute. Hayes trying to get the ball out of there, and he does not end up getting the other one. Just a little bit of a tap. Barely misses it. Gets a great block on the first one. And just accidentally taps it in as UVU are going to even the scoreline out as the 1-1 in game 3. UVU green, that is. I'm guessing they have another team. This is the green team for future reference. Oh, what a shot from Quick. What a shot from Quick. These guys, man. They're just doing the thing. Threads 2 defenders once again. SWOSU will take the lead 2-1. 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. And Hayes actually gets the ball over here, maybe for an offensive setup. Doesn't find the tip himself. Applebee's Bandit just a hair late to that. But Elysium just gets taken out by Quick. There is no defense as J Shadow Monarch R Gonna call him Shadow Monarch from now on, and as I was earlier. Evens the scoreline out. A little tap. Not a whole lot of defense. We are 2-2. Just under 3.5 minutes on the clock now. SWOSU needing to be on the defensive end here. Looked a little dangerous, but Applebee's Bandit will get the ball out of there. Quick gathering the ball. Applebee's Bandit looking to play some defense. Actually misses the ball here. They're in our goal, and Quick just decides to get it out of there. In fact, he's looking to do it all. He's getting chased by 2 defenders now, or 2 offenders. 2 cars. This guy's in a race. Trying to get the tip in. No defenders currently in right now, but Scooby manages to swoop it up and get it out of the goal. Just under 2.5 minutes here. Quick and Applebee's Bandit trying to get something going. Just shy of the mark. So is Hayes. Quick just doing backflips because he can. How often do you see someone do a backflip in a car? I would argue not often. SWOSU on the offensive end now. Quick sets it up and just barely misses the tip in. Hayes trying to pick it up here, gets another setup. Applebee's Bandit sends it way off to the right. That's a little unfortunate positioning as this ball stays on the UVU side. So Elysium looks to send it over to the SWOSU side. Shadow Monarch gets taken out by Quick. And thus Quick gathers the ball, but Scooby has something to say about it. For the setup, but Hayes tips it out before anything could even happen. That's my defense. Applebee's Bandit sending it over to the UVU side now. Maybe able to get a setup, but does knock it a little bit wide, and that gives Scooby free reign to send it over, but Hayes actually sends it back over. Just back and forth is Quick and Hayes. The lob in the jam. Look at that. Quick gets the setup, and Hayes just sends it straight in. 47 miles an hour. SWOSU taking the lead now. Just over a minute on the clock. 3-2. Can they close out the series right here and right now? 1 minute remaining. Quick gets the crucial tip out. And Applebee's Bandit gets the even more crucial tip off to this side. It looks to set it up, and he sets himself up using the enemy. Applebee's Bandit, another one. 4-2, knocks it off the wall, knocks it off the enemy, and gets the score. 48 seconds on the clock. SWOSU looking dominant in this game 3. Hayes takes out Elysium, lessening the defense for the moment. Quick looking for the finish. Hayes denies the ball to the 2 UVU members, and Applebee's Bandit barely misses, but Quick will not. He does not miss those, as Quick is going to get another score, increasing the lead for SWOSU up to 5. The backflip for style points as Quick sends it in 52 miles an hour. 28 seconds on the clock. UVU green in dire straits. They need to get something going here, but I don't think SWOSU Gray is going to let them. They've been playing phenomenally tonight. UVU just passing the ball back and forth, but Hayes gets a piece of it and decides to just keep it away from them. They can't score if they don't have the ball, right? Keep it on the ground, send it to the sky, and it will barely not touch the ground, and Applebee's Bandit sends it to the ground, and that's going to be a 3-0 clean sweep out of SWOSU Gray tonight. Wow. SWOSU Blue unfortunately get 3-0'd, but SWOSU Gray have their back. Quick and Applebee's Bandit both putting down 2 goals. Hayes even putting down a goal and a save. This team is the truth. everybody on this team so good at this game. They're so good at their individual things. And it's just a blast to watch and even more fun to cast. That being said, that will be it for the games tonight. Tune in Friday as we've got Overwatch from SWOSU Gray. The SWOSU Blue game had to be rescheduled, so I will be streaming SWOSU Gray tomorrow. And they've had a hot start to their career, their season. So everybody tune in. It'll be a good time, and I will see you guys then. Everybody have a great night.